Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Resonant Rise. I'm your host, Kieran Dave, and the creator of the Resonant Rise mod pack, now just one of many people who are working together to make an awesome mod pack. Now, it hasn't been too long since my last episode, but I was really inspired. I've been having such great success, even with our little episodes, and I feel like I really do want to work on getting to the Nether. So we're going to try 3 episodes this week, probably, unless, of course, after I record this, I can't upgrade it. I'm noticing that these things they're kind of, I'm going to have to figure out a way to make them more reliable, because they're awesome, but they're just not that reliable. Anyways, I need to get a bunch of stuff in the Nether. This is just not negotiable anymore. I need to have it done. So let's see if we can pull up some obsidian. Let's see, there's around here somewhere. And see what our nether spawn looks like on this server. Now, I've been talking with folks, and this server will not be just me running around for much longer. It will very soon, we'll have some people coming up. It's going to be exciting. There's lots of secret folks, secret amazing things happening. I won't say anything more except that some big names in YouTube look like they want to join us on this server. Nothing's for certain yet, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to have some awesomeness going on. Let me just toss these things away. Whatever. I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to organize, especially since I think I want to get into applied energistics sooner than later. So we're probably gonna go that way. Also, mariculture. I had spent some time off camera fishing and stuff, and it's surprisingly fun and surprisingly deep mod. So I'm kind of impressed by it, and I'm kind of happy and surprised. Right. So keep this on the hotbar. In case we research stuff in the Nether. And let's go build our first Nether portal. Now, I've been thinking about where we want to do it. Actually, where we could do it is down here. I can always build a muffler block, but right here might not be a bad place for it, right? We do want to be careful about things. So maybe I'll make, what am I doing? Why am I digging with a tool like a chump, like a tool? Here we go. Yes. Oh, wow. Hello, stone bees. Well, you're going to be the harbinger of the whole new world. Well, you know what? This is annoying. Let's see. This is truly annoying placement. Folks, let me dig out a little area for this, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm all set up here, ready to start laying down the obsidian. But then I realized, I don't have to waste quite so much obsidian on a special portal. It turns out that we have an extended portals mod. This is extended portals 2, I think it's called. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But we can go ahead and make an enhanced flint and steel with, enhanced portals. Now, this thing is really cool. It lets you do a whole bunch of amazing stuff, and portals can be really sophisticated. But what it also does is it lets us make portals that are of basically any size, right? We can make them irregular size. We can make them smaller, larger, which means, well, maybe I can't quite make them smaller. Let's see here. I can break obsidian so easily. I thought I could make them smaller, but I guess I can't, which is too bad because this room's outsized, but you know what? That's the way of it. Let's just go ahead and go like this. 1, 2, 3. I think we should have just enough to complete a slightly larger than normal portal. And then, of course, like so. Let's see if we can do a nice square portal. There we go. Super big. So can't do it smaller, but that's fine, because I can make more obsidian. Let's, let's just hop in and see what it's like. Nothing on this that I couldn't recover from losing. It would be annoying to lose some of these things, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. And, of course, let's make sure we're well rationed, and... Oh, wait, before I go through, we, of course... I can't learn anything from a portal block? That's lame. Let's go through... Nauseous. We need to go deeper. All right. Come on. Whoa. We're way high up in the air. And there was a grave here? Whose grave is this? I don't know what this is, but it seems cool. Let's see what we can see. Oh no, I'm on fire. Ow. Freaking fire flowers. I hear all sorts of things. Oh wow, this is a cool nether spawn. Check this out, guys. Whoa, whoa, that's not good. That's really, really bad. And that's doubly bad. I think I need a bow or something, huh? This is gonna be a little bit annoying. Come on, come at me. There's another fortress right over there. That's fantastic. Alright, folks, well, I obviously need a little bit in the way of preparations here before I continue. Oh no, my portal's out. Oh well, well then, I guess what I should just do is quickly build a wall. I'll worry about the precision of it later. And protect myself from that horrifying ghast. Because this seems a little tricky. But there's a fortress right in view. I don't see any glowstone. Wait, I do. I see some over there. So I'll have to go grab some more blocks. And we'll, of course, kind of run a narrow bridge over there. I'm excited because this is my last nether spawn, I gotta tell you, was just absolutely terrible. And this nether spawn seems pretty good. So now, just to protect myself so that if I don't pop out in the middle of absolute insanity. Whoop, 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 whoop. This hurts. This is tricky. See what I have to deal with, folks? You see what I have to deal with? I'll be right back. Alright, folks, so I realized something. I keep running out, and I have to get... it's ridiculous. I have to go out and get cobblestone to continue my adventures. It's not cool, and this is Minecraft. I should be able to craft up some cobble gen. I mean, that's the most basic of vanilla things, but I'd like to go a little bit further than that. So, I haven't got any glowstone, but I have a bit left over from the village, and I have an ender pearl. I've only found 4 so far, even though I've killed a bunch of endermen. But this should be enough to do what I need to do, which is get started with Engineer's Toolbox. Engineer's Toolbox is an amazing mod. It does so many things. In many ways, I like to... Emasher, the guy who writes, doesn't like this metaphor, but I do. It's sort of like the spiritual successor to Red Power. It doesn't have tubes or anything, but it just has a similar mindset that you shouldn't have magical blocks that do things. You should have the tools to make big machines, right? So the first thing we need before we can get started with this mod and make our cobble gen is we need a socket remote. Now, it's not too bad. We need a little bit of redstone, some gold nuggets. The biggest thing that's most expensive is that we need glowstone to start, which makes the mod a little tricky to access pre-nether. Let's see, we need gold nuggets. Do we have any spare ones up there? We have 1, and then of course we can use our scanty supply of gold. We'll need a bunch of these, so let's just go ahead and toss those all out. All right, what we can do here is pop over like so. And we can start to make it. So let's see what we can do here. We need to make one of these. Oh, well, first we need to make modular sockets, blank modules. You can see it takes 2 glowstone and a machine chassis. Let's grab a bunch of iron, and let's make a few machine chassis. We need at least 2, because we need to make some modules, and we need to make... So let's see, if we go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, we get the blank modules. So then we need, fortunately we have 2 glowstone left. Whew. Then we need to make the blank module. Now for this we're going to need some glass panes. Let's go ahead and make a group of those. We'll actually need a bunch more of those, so let's just go ahead and make some now. And then we need to make one of these. Now let's get back to the module. So for this we need all these things. Now, I'm pretty sure I have everything but the green dye. And all I need to do to make the cactus is to toss up some cactus. I was lucky I found 1 cactus, a little stub, sitting on a piece of sand in a biome. I'm not even sure why it was there. It was almost like an error or something. But we got it, so we're good. Let's go ahead and toss this in here. And let's go ahead and make the blank. Oh, There we go. So now we get 12 of these per. So you can see it's not so bad, right? But it's not cheap either. That's the truth. So what we'd like to do is make a take some of these modules. Oh, it's raining. Let me just turn down the volume a little bit because that's super annoying and so loud. Now that I'm recording, I don't know if you noticed, but in the first 2 episodes I wasn't recording sound. I decided it was a little bland without it, but you can see there, whoo, raining. All right, let's hope that not a wild Liara has appeared. So this is, like I said, other people are showing up on the server. We'll see what she does. I'm sure she's hiding. Or perhaps, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Anyways, just telling her I'm recording. What we need to do now is make one of these. Right? So let's go ahead and make one of those. Ta-da! And so, no problem. Let me just turn off chat here. And so now we have a remote control. This remote control is sort of, I don't want to say it's like the wrench, because it's not. It's different from a wrench. But it is a very important, it's one of the 2 things you need. And let's also, while we're at it, make a wrench. You know, it's time. We've really put it off a long time. So let's see. I believe it's we have one nice wrench in this mod, the engineer's wrench. We can just go ahead and make this really fast. We need a button first. Take that, put that right there, put 3 of these, and now we have a wrench. So now we have all the pieces that we need to manipulate the engineer's toolbox pieces. So what does it take to make an actual, so this is a machine chassis, but it doesn't do anything by itself. What we need to do next, and like I said, what does it take to make an actual machine? We need to turn this into a modular socket, right? So we're going to need to make some of these. Let's see, we don't want to use lead here. We want to use iron. I think we can use iron. Nope, we can't. So we'll need to get lead, I guess. That's fine. I have enough lead. To toss that in there. And just work this around the edge. And we have some energy storage. We need buckets. We definitely got those. And so we need a chest. Let's put down 2 of these. And spread that out. With a chest, come on. With a chest, we can now make one of these. So you can see, this is now a modular socket, and it's world placeable. This is the thing that we put modules onto. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. Right? There's a module. And it doesn't do much on its own, but it can be wrenched with right-click to pick it up, and that will store all of its internal state. All of it. So, yes, what we need to do now is make something to generate cobblestone and spit it out. The first thing we need is a lava, or as I guess, let's just put this right here. We need a lava intake. And if we look, that's this module right here. Adds cobblestone to the configured inventory when adjacent to lava, right? No problem. So let's take a look at what that would take. We need to make some other things. We need a blank module, some iron bars, and water coolers, right? Water coolers are 3 buckets in a blank module. So we're going to need 3 modules for this. Well, actually, yeah, we're going to need 3. So we've definitely got enough to get this done. However, these higher level ones are pretty expensive. So let me run out and get some, I have some buckets on me. Let me just reduce my inventory a little bit here. Those fire flowers are nuts. Let's toss these out. We'll have to make some new buckets once we're all done here. Whoa! Oh man. Looks like someone didn't replant. No. What's wrong? Why'd that hurt? I don't get it. We're actually going to need... Let's go ahead and make the first one. First 2. Oh, we need some iron bars. Let's just make some on the fly right here. It's pretty dangerous to be doing this outside, I grant. But, you know, we're good. Let's make one of these. Right? And we get the buckets back. So no problem there. Let's just fill it up again. I don't understand why that's not working there. It's weird. It's like some sort of weird divergence in the force there. Oh, wrong way. So let's just go ahead and put these in. One more. And now just a little bit more of these. So now with 3 cooling modules, actually, do we need 3 or only 2? Oh, we only need 2. Never mind then. Let's go ahead and leave these alone. What am I doing? What am I doing? We now get, so this is a fluid input if we do it that way, but that's not the plan. We're making a lava intake. All right, so now if we go back inside, I'll show you the plan here. Just to hop over here, and this is so cool. Check this out. We can just take this lava intake and put it on any side we want with a right click. So there we go, right click. Now we have to configure it too. This remote is a little tricky, but basically there's colors on each of these things. There's blue for fluid, green for items, red for redstone, purple for redstone latches, and then there are other colors that do special things. You have to read the things, but if you shift right click the remote, you go through the different colors. Some of them have meanings, some of them are very, very specialized for any specific remote. Don't worry about it. Generally, you only want the blue, green, or red. So in this case, we want the green. And if we right-click it, you can see we've now set it amongst one of 3 options, right? No problem. We have option 1. That's fine for us now. And of course, if I were to take my wrench and right-click it, off comes the module. So we can reconfigure it however we want. Ooh, it's scary outside. Let's go ahead and... What's she doing? We're making a cobble gem. Oh, I hear the zombies outside. They're being tedious. So, we want this to be on top, because we're going to put all our cobble, our hard-won cobble, into a barrel. Makes sense, right? So, let's think here. What we need to do then is have some way of getting the item out. So, what we need is an item output. There's a whole bunch of different things we can do. Item output, fluid output, energy output, multi-output, which is cool. Redstone output, machine output. These are specialized. What we really want is the item output. It outputs into a configured inventory or adjacent pipes. So it's very, very cool, and it's easy to make. We need, well, we need a dropper, which is just cobble, which of course I need more of. Like, the whole point of this exercise is to make more of it. Liara is still infatuated with how she is a zombie, which is fair. It is pretty funny. I don't know why people give Morph such a bad rap. I think it's a funny mod. Okay, there we go. 8. This rain is giving my frame rate something of a pain. Sorry about that, folks. It shouldn't be too bad to watch, though. My computer is not exactly the best for this. Oh, wait, what did I just do? No, I made a furnace and I didn't mean to. Oh, that's what I get for talking and thinking about what someone else is saying. Oh, silly me. So now we should be able to make a dropper by wrapping this around. I think this one goes here, this one goes here. I don't know why I did it that way. And that one goes there. Dropper. And then we need, of course, a trapdoor. That's no problem that you dropped in. Folks, one sec. I'm going to get Liara on the mumble. Let's see what we can do here. One moment. All right, folks, so Liara may join us in a minute or two. How did you even get in here? How can you get in here? What possible methodology did you use to get in my house? You're not even supposed to be able to get past the ward. Did you, like, leap through? Did you ninja through? What the? Ugh, zombies. Anyways, so like I was saying, we now have something that will take a lava block on top, and it will kind of suck it in, turn it into cobblestone in inventory 1. Every one of these sockets has 3 inventories, and so we could make it go to inventory 2, inventory 3, inventory 1, or inventory 0. So it won't do anything with no inventory. This block only has one possible thing that it wants to do. Now, which is just output to inventory. But of course, there's many more modules that do different things. So let's go ahead and pick this up. I'm just going to destroy those because I don't even want them. I do keep myself in the creative mode now, just because the power to destroy things is so healthy for the server. I don't even care. Yeah, so what we need to do now is build one of those item outputs that we discussed. Item output. I should have everything I need to just pop. There it goes. And now we toss that right there. And of course, we configure it to do one. Now you notice that there's a bunch of other things. We can set this up to respond to redstone signals, but we don't really want to spend that many modules right now. And then I shift right click, and now I have the entire thing in my inventory pre-configured. If I look over it, and if it's too long, you would shift, but an item output and a lava intake. So this is fantastic, right? Now we have this set up. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be amazing. Basically, the best setup of the year. Oh. Let's break this. So what I'm thinking is we're going to kind of hide this over in this corner because it is lava. We want to be careful with it naturally. But we also do want to have it available. So what I'm going to do is kind of hide the lava inside this wall. Well, maybe not exactly that wall. Let's see. We could put it right. We could put it right here if we were to just cover up this area right here. Just a little bit of cobblestone. I can hear a skelly coming to greet us. So right, if we maybe what we could do, well, no, we actually, because we want to use a barrel, we're kind of limited in what we can do. So let's go ahead and grab this. Man, my inventory's full. We'll leave this. No, we'll leave this with us. Put these things away. These things away. We'll get them all sorted in a sec. I just want to finish this build. So let's see here. What we really like to do is sort of hide it right here. So let's go ahead and use just a little bit of dirt and stone cobble here to, there we go. Now, oh, you know, this is how they got in, huh? Somehow that got over there. That's how he walked in, the jerk. That's why we have our inner defense. And there's a spider glaring at me. What a jerk. Can you believe that guy? I can't. So now what we want to do is put down our socket, our configured machine, right here, right? And we're going to put the lava on top of it, and we're going to put a barrel below. I think you remember how to make a barrel, but let's just do it really fast. Go like this. We need a topper, and then we naturally just go like this. And why don't we make just 2, because they're nice to have. 1, 2, can never really have, never have too many barrels. So there we go. Right. So with this barrels, if you remember, are inserted from the top. So let's go ahead and carefully place it against the wall there. There. Now that should be the top. If not, we'll rotate it. All we have to do is get a bucket of lava and shove that up there. So since I'm handling lava, let's just put the valuable things away. Oh gosh, this is become, what do they call it? A soaring chest? Definitely a soaring chest. That's okay though. Don't want to lose this or this. And let's go ahead and clear that. All right, so now all you need to do is just run over and grab a wee bit of lava. In fact, I could probably, yeah, I could just steal it from there. Right. And we'll need to go around. Right over here. And we'll just need to make sure that we have a safe enclosure for the lava. Now, this is kind of going to be a little ugly for now. I'm fine with that, just so long as we fix it up a little bit later. I don't want to have some hideous thing hanging off the side of my house, but I also just want to get to the freaking Nether. I want to clear those things in my clipboard. So we're going to be a little pragmatic with this build for now, and then we'll come back later and pretty it up. So all we have to do is let's just make sure that we don't accidentally burn down the house. And of course we need to replace this, even though it's pretty. We need to replace that. Now let's go like this for now. Right, that will hold the lava in place for it well, because we do want to be able to actually cap it off. So, that should be fine. I doubt it will start a fire. Yeah, start a fire. And then we put this right here. Right. Now, it occurs to me that I didn't configure the bottom of this socket. I was so caught up in trying to get Liara set up on Mumble and so distracted by the ridiculous zombies outside that somehow broke my perimeter that I probably didn't configure the bottom of it. So let's pop it out really quick. Let's put it up on the roof and let's make sure that it's set up correctly. Now, there's another tutorial out there Krajanche does. Oh yeah, we did. I should trust myself. Dave, you need to learn to believe in yourself. There we go. There's another tutorial where Krajanche actually makes one block have 4 of these. And if we had a little bit more resources, we'd probably do that. But we're limited on space and we're limited on resources, so we're going to leave it alone as it is for now. Let's toss that in there and put that right there. There we go. And it should be sufficient and sufficiently safe for our purposes. Right? And that's not a security breach right there. Up, up. So now we should be getting stone in that. If we're not, it's probably because this guy is upside down. So let's grab a piece of stone. Say this one right here, cobble. And make sure that everything's working correctly. So let's toss that in. Ah, yeah, you see it's upside down. This happens. I don't really know why. There we go. There we go. And you can see it's not, this one is not very fast, but we can make it faster if we wanted to. And of course, I mean, I'm just happy to have it at this point in the game. So let's go ahead and toss out one there. And yeah, there we go. So now we have a nice little cobble gen. I'm going to let that run up for a minute, and then we'll go look for some glowstone and nether quartz and all sorts of great things that we need to make our nexus so we can learn the spell that we wanted to learn in the first place, because we do need to get some blue chalk. And we'll need to think about how we're going to build this up here. This is pretty, but it may not be the smartest call for actually making the nexus. We may build a nexus out here and have a light nexus up there. I don't know. We'll think about it in a sec. For the moment, though, I'm going to just let this cobble gen run and research what we need to get to make sure that we have the right chalk for the spell we need. All right, folks, before we proceed the way I want to proceed, we're going to need to go to the Nether. So I'm going to grab a bunch of cobblestone and make sure that my inventory doesn't have too many things that I care about. I mean, I would hate to lose the thermometer, but it won't kill me. My armor's just about dead, but you know, whatever. Everything else I could lose and not be that upset. Probably don't need the glass. But yeah, so what we need to do is get some glowstone. The plan here is to have enough glowstone to make some actual progress. And by the way, I just capped this with regular glass, thought it looked cute. And it also lights up the area, which is nice because I lost the torches. So, into the Nether. The goal is glowstone and nether quartz. We need a lot of both for many things. Here we go. Okay. Off in the distance, there's that grim nether fortress staring down at me. There we go. What we want to do is go around and over. We want to get away from the big falls as fast as possible because, you know, don't want to fall. Falling would be suboptimal. Okay. Magic level up. And I see we've managed to make it over here towards the glowstone. Gotta remember. Gotta keep our eye on the prize. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm a spider. And now I can climb. Well, you know what? This is no fun. Let's just you'll note that I'm not doing the morph powers for this part just because like I sort of like exploring this way. And if I lose everything, I'll probably kick myself. But you know, whatever. There we go. Yes. This delightful stuff. What is that? It's Ignatiusaur. I think that stuff's useful, but we're going to leave it alone for now. Our goal is to get to that sweet, sweet glowstone over there. This is going to be a little tricky. Oh, there's 4 solar up there, too. Let's climb up in here. And let's see what we can do. Always delightful trying to evade gas in the Nether. So the plan here, instead of me mumbling about the weird way that I am going about solving this problem, is that I don't want to have to deal with all the pain of shoveling buckets of liquid essence around to make ours work. I've done it, it's boring, kind of hate it. So the plan is to go for a completely different attack and make only a light nexus and then use a mana battery to turn it into regular essence as I need it. And until I need dark energy, that will pretty much be everything I need. And the light nexi are pretty nice. So here we go. Yes. Glowstone get. This is already more than we found. Perfect. Now I think we could get ambitious and maybe even head up there. Maybe? Where's that gas hiding? All right. Give me just a second, folks. I'm going to make a little path up there. Folks, there we go. Let's see. I've already almost died like 3 times. I got attacked by those little nasty things from Nether ores, the magma fish, I think they're called. Oh, God, it was terrible. It was the worst thing. Well, it wasn't like the worst thing. It wasn't like I got attacked by cancer, but it was pretty bad. Ugh. So, yes. So much glowstone now. I got it all. And I got a fair sum of this nether quartz, which is useful for a lot of things. For one, we can actually use it to make solar panels, which can give us solar mine jewels. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, because I think I have better ways to make power, but it is nice to know I have the option, and it's one of those things that sort of always works. Just, you know, makes life easier. And also, daylight sensors would actually be pretty useful. If you can't think of a use for a daylight sensor, you're not being imaginative or dealing with the sheer number of zombies that I am dealing with. Because, man, it is all the zombies. By the way, never do this. Never dig straight up. Don't do it. It's a bad plan. Why am I doing it? Well, because I'm a pro, and as you know, I'm the best at Minecraft. Right. So as you can see, there's still that nether fortress over there. We'll probably make a bridge over there. There's a lot of interesting stuff that way. The nether ore density is kind of low around here, which is surprising. We'll have to see what we can do about that. And there probably is good mining around here. It's just sort of hidden. There we go. And as you can see, we got a full stack of glowstone now, which is perfect. Let's see. I'm just going to grab a few more things that I see around here, and I will meet you back in the overworld. All right, folks, so I'm back, and I've got a lot of bounty, including flame string, all sorts of great things. But let's stay on task. What we need to do is start working on making chalk. For chalk, we're going to need arcane compound. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we need for this. We need stone, netherrack, redstone, and glowstone. I'm actually running really low on redstone, you know, down to basically my last stack. However, should be fine. Should be able to have enough to finish this, and then I can go mining off camera. 1, 2, let's just make 3 for good measure. And pull that all back in. So great to have all this glowstone. I'm going to do tons of fun stuff with it. And now this stuff is useless by its own, so let's use magic to cook magic. And go ahead and make this. So while we're waiting for that, what we need is some chalk. Right? What we really want to do is make the white chalk. Right? So for this, we're going to need some of that arcane ash, some bone meal, some flint, paper, clay. I think we can get all of this down pretty quick. We need, let's see, a bone for bone. Well, we have some bone meal right there. And we need some clay. Should have that lying around here somewhere. We need some flint. I'm sure we have some left. Perhaps over in here. There we go. We have paper. Anything else we need? No, just the ash, which is coming up right now. Ta-da! So now we can create the white chalk. Perfect. Now I think I have everything I need to go about making my light nexus, which is the first nexus we're going to make. We're going to make it up there in the sky. And it'll also have the benefit of kind of making the area more resistant to the bad parts of ours. So I'm happy about that. So to make our light nexus, we need to set up the blocks like so, if I recall correctly. And I'm pretty sure I do, as I just checked it out. But of course we can see right here, this is 3 by 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we need to put capstones. I'm not going to commit to anything more than glass right now. That should be more than sufficient for my purposes. Now note that this is going to generate a light essence. Light essence is a little different from the other essence types. Boop. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. As you can see, that's starting to charge. Awesome. Oh, that's cool looking. That's so cool looking. We'll have to extend this platform to make it look a little bit less uneven. Maybe we'll put the blue essence up here once I figure out a good way to do it, and I clean up the rest of this roof. Oh, that's neat. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so cannonball. What we need to do is now get a way to turn that essence from up there into a compatible essence for our spells, right? That seems natural. One of the reasons I made more of these is that what we'd like to do next is make a battery. So this mana battery is something we can make. Let's see here. With, I think, just Vintium Dust and Arcane Compound. We want this battery. Right there. So we do need some, we need Chimerite. What is that? Is that any different? That's from a Chimerite block. I'm not sure that I have this. I'm pretty sure I have something like it, though. See, I have, well, no, I have Chimerite. I guess that's what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can make this with what we have on hand. Right? We have a mana battery. The other thing we're going to need is a crystal wrench. And this is not too tough to make. We just need a little bit of iron and the appropriate flower types. I'm pretty sure I have everything on hand to make that happen. Let's see, where are we at? It should be over here in one of these organics chests, I guess. Yes, we have the things we need. That should be enough. So let's go ahead and make the crystal wrench. All right. Fantastic. Check this out. And I think we need a Magitech staff, which is right up our alley. Magitech. There we are. What does this take? This takes a stick, a Chimerite, and a mana focus, which is a standard focus, which is a lesser. Okay, well, what do we need to do there? We need to get, no. Mana focus, we can do that, we can do that. So we need some gold nuggets, which we should still have lying around. Let's just make more for the sake of expediency, though. I'm going to have to go mining again. So folks say that the ore spawn rate is really high in RR, but you've seen, I keep chewing through it, right? We're doing okay on iron, but once I start using copper too, it's nuts. There's so many mods. So let's see here. We need to make one of these, we need to make one of these, we need to make one of these. That's one of those. And then we want to put this up, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think we want to go like this. Right? Right. Mana focus, stick, and Chimerite. Oh, perfect. Okay, so now we have the tools we need to inspect and create the connections that we want. So I think we can go like this. If we tap this, we'll see. Oh, I need to turn back on my chat. So we have thousands of light essence. Now what we'd like to do is turn this, we use this, we donk it with a wrench. Now we have that bolt of light. I think we can do this if we need to, we'll make a little extension from the house to make this look more normal. What we want to do is put this right, say, how about here? And then we tap that. Now, that should be the case that that's filling up with energy now. Maybe it's too far. I'm not sure. Let me play with this a little bit, because I've actually had this be a little bit troublesome before, so let me just mess with it a little bit and we'll see what we can do. All right, folks, I figured it out. It was me doing things wrong. So there's a trick to these arcane batteries. By default, and this is actually a good thing, they don't demand power from nearby nexuses. So if we put this down, it's not going to do anything by default. However, if we give it a redstone signal, let's just say we put it right here, now you can see, pew, pew, it starts to suck in power. And if we were to tap it with our Magitech staff, we would see that it's starting to get power. And in fact, almost all the power from the Nexus. And it'll keep doing that. Now, of course, if we were to right-click this and then right-click this, we will see that magical power will, when requested, flow through there. So why don't we, to wrap up this episode, remember, we want to upgrade the altar and finish this first set of things that we set out to do. Why don't we get the book that we need? I think it's, is it in here? No, it might be downstairs. Yeah, I think it's right there. We want Golden Blood, the regeneration spell. And what I need is a blue rune, Alm, Vintium Dust, Lesser Focus, a golden apple, and 500 neutral essence. What I'm going to do is put that together right now. Oh, this is the part that's going to hurt. Well, actually, let me clean up my inventory. And let me go, I actually realized I don't have an apple, so I just have to go punch some trees until an apple appears, a wild apple. So, and you can see there's a lot of foliage up there for me to clear. I don't know if I want to, though. I might leave it. Oh well. Let me clean up my inventory, let me grab the things I need, and we will go ahead and make that. But I'm very happy that I figured out this little problem, because I did not know that in order to make it request power, it needs to have a redstone signal. And it will automatically request things from what's nearby. So I definitely am happy about that. And as you can see, our little light nexus here is doing the best it can. And it won't be able to do much more until more essence appears, but we can go and then connect it directly to this. It's fantastic. All right, give me a sec, folks, and I'll put things together. All right, folks, I think I have everything I need to get this done, so let's get this done. Step 1, we invoke the power. So, what do we need here? We have blue rune, check. We have Alm, check. We have Vintium Dust, check. We have a golden apple, which, oh, I'm almost out of gold, but check. We have 500 essence in this battery, check. In fact, we can just go knock that off. It has more than 500. Now, to start the process, we toss a rune in there. And now it tells us what it wants. It wants Alm. Okay? It wants Vintium Dust. It wants the Lesser Focus, which I didn't mention, but yes, check. Now, it wants that. So we go like this. Tap, tap. That should be sufficient. Let's break it and get it closer. Honestly, these are just, it's a little finicky. Let's get it nice and close. And then tap. Is there a problem here? Nice and close, and then tap. Oh man, why is it always going to be this way? Why is it always going to be this way? It's so finicky, I don't get why. How about if we do that? Well, okay. Give me just a sec. I'm sure I can make this work. Just fine, folks. I just had to know to throw the lever. So, we have the 500 essence in. Check. And finally, the golden apple, the piece de resistance. And then, a spell parchment. Oh, it's a little finicky. The physics are a little finicky, but oh, we have the spell we've been looking for. And what better use of golden blood than to give it like something, you know, what do you think? How about this? Yes. All right. That's fantastic. And now if I cast it, whoop. Ooh, I have regeneration for 10 seconds. Oh, I feel like such an awesome mage. And now I can run over and prick myself. I can basically trade my R's mana for my life. I can go like this. And start healing it back really fast. See? How cool is that? Oh, it makes it so much easier. Now, it's not the best regeneration in the world, but it's pretty nice. Definitely better than before. So now we're going to be able to, and I don't think I can, wait a second, I don't actually think I need to eat to make this spell as effective as it could be. So let me grab some noms here. Let's just eat some carrots. Carrots are delicious and good for you. Okay. So now if I cast the spell, it should be at full effectiveness. There we go. And I can, of course, do that now. Perfect. All right, folks. Well, I had a few setbacks figuring out the R's power system, and you know, we've done a whole bunch of things we weren't expecting to, but now I can go ahead and upgrade the altar. However, given all that, I think I'm going to wait till the next episode to do that, because I think I'm going to go straight to the tier 3 altar as soon as I can. I've actually got almost enough slates to just go straight to the tier 3 altar, and now that we have glowstone, we can start to make all the other cool things in the mod. We have so much glowstone, it's fantastic. So thank you very much for joining me. If you like this video, you like watching me bumble with magic mods I don't fully understand and doing all these other things, please like or subscribe, or even better, leave a comment. Tell me stuff that you'd like to know, tell me I'm terrible, tell me I'm wonderful, etc., etc. I am probably going to be doing some other cool stuff, but I think 3 videos a week is my absolute limit. I'm also looking at doing some spotlights, so we'll be doing those soon, but not necessarily this week. Thank you very much again, and I hope to see you next time.